Hi guys, in this tutorial we will basically turn a lot of code into just two lines. So you can see for this assignment we have to write a lot of code. You can see here, let's say if we have 100 of input types, now you can imagine that how much longer the code can be. Now how can we basically minimize that code? So first of all, let me have a quick overview that we have done in our previous tutorial. We had basically some input fields. Let me show you the output. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have basically 5 input types and button as well, and displaying the messages at the alert. And we had values and names and on change function, which is being called whenever any change occurs in any text field. And this was initial value. This was initial value in which we are passing all the elements in a single object which is named as data, and by set data we are setting the values of these fields to the updated fields depending on what input type is basically making some changes. So I have already told you this line. This is nothing but just ES6 code. This is basically working the same as we have our two lines which are commented. So here let me comment all the code. Let me see, is there any brace missing here? I think there is no brace missing. Okay, there is no brace missing. So let me save it, and I gonna show here the output. Basically this is our set state which is going to update our data. So inside set state I am going to pass a callback function, and inside this function I have a parameter. So what is this parameter? Basically this parameter is pointing to our previous values that we have done. So I have commented out all these if else conditions. So I gonna turn all these conditions into just two lines. Here I am just going to write dot 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 well. Let me basically show here what is well. Console dot log. I am passing here well. Just press Ctrl S and move to our output. Go to inspect in console, and whenever we click anything here, you can see here it is showing an error. But one thing that I gonna tell you, this is a single object, and inside this object we have these elements. All these elements are showing here just because our this preval at the start we have all the values as empty. So I am also making it as comment. Here basically we have to write return, because this callback function would return something to set data, and set data would update the value of that data. So here I have to write return, and here I am just giving three operators. This is known as separate operator, and we have seen it in our previous tutorial in detail. And here the second thing that I have to write, I am basically going to compare name. Let me make it name, and in any name, the name with which The value is basically comparing what we initialized to that name. One thing more that I have to do here, this is considering it as a single object, so we have to pass it in curly braces. No, just press Ctrl S. We don't need to write comma at the last element. Just press Ctrl S and move to our output. And I am just going to make here somewhere, and inside console nothing is going to display because this is, let me show you, this is just passing the values but not showing anything here. So I can also make the name as an array assignment. Just press Ctrl S and move to our output, and here whenever you type anything, it is showing here as alert,